Betty, just one more guess.
Betty, I don't want one more guess. You've been giving me one more guess all afternoon.
But it's a surprise. You've got to try and guess what it is. Look, ask me if it's animal, vegetable, or mineral.
Betty.
Go on, please.
Oh, God, I know I'm going to hate myself for this. All right, is it animal, vegetable, or mineral?
Maybe.
What do you mean, maybe?
Well, maybe it is and maybe it isn't.
Oh, Betty, if you don't give me any clues, how am I supposed to guess what it is?
You're not.
Why not?
Because then it wouldn't be a surprise anymore. Hey, Dad, have you seen Simon?
Oh, I don't know, Jen. Maybe he's run off with the pygmy cannibals.
What pygmy cannibals?
The ones that stole Betty's brain.
Mr. Kelly.
And replaced it with soggy wheat bix.
Oh, but he's supposed to take me to Sally's.
Sally's? Why? What's at Sally's?
I'm staying there tonight.
I thought I said that it was...
Hi, everyone.
Simon, don't you move. Where do you think you've been?
What?
You were supposed to be home over half an hour ago.
Jennifer?
Just a minute, Dad. Now, come on, Simon. I'm late enough as it is.
Dad, do you know what she's talking about?
No, I don't. Jenny, what are you talking about? I didn't say you could stay at Sally's tonight.
Yes, you did.
I said it was fine for you to stay there in principle, but I didn't say when. I assumed it'd be on a weekend.
But Sally's mum's organised tea for us, and I've got my bag packed, and she's going to drive us to school in the morning. And Simon said he'd drive me.
Oh, I did?
You did. Please.
Oh, all right.
Great.
But next time, double check with me.
Yeah, sure, Dad. Come on, Simon, get the lead out. He's here, he's here. Who's here, who's here? Oh, I can't tell you. It's a surprise.
Betty!
Dad, Stan!
Is it Stan?
Oh, Mr. Kelly, you cheated.
Elizabeth! My godfather. It's good to see you, girl.
Oh, Stanley.
Oh, Martin, this girl of mine, whenever I'm around her, I'm just a hunker burning love. I don't know how any red-blooded man could control himself.
Yeah, I know what you mean, Stan.
So how have you been, Stan?
Oh, couldn't be better, Jennifer. G'day, Simon.
Stan, Jenny, hadn't we better get going?
Oh, you go, Simon. I'm going to stay and talk to Stan.
No, you're not.
Oh, why? Is there some sort of problem, Martin?
Well, Jenny's staying at a friend's place tonight. What about the dinner Sally's mum's organised?
It's only a lamb roast.
What, you're giving up a lamb roast for me?
No, she's not. Come on, Jenny, get going.
But then I won't get to see Stan.
Oh, yes, you will. I'll be staying here for a week or so. If that's all right with you, Martin. I mean, I could always book into one of those breathtakingly expensive...
City hotels, I know. But, Stan, you know that you're always welcome here.
Oh, that's very kind of you, Martin. I don't mind if I do.
Jenny!
Let's all go and get my bag.
So, Stan, how was the drive down from Walgett?
Oh, it was good. I had a bit of company for a change.
Oh, you came down with a friend.
Yeah, Glenda. Oh, you remember her, Elizabeth?
Cute little Glenda? Of course. How is she?
Oh, she's all grown up now. She's out in the ute.
Oh, why didn't you say so? I'll go and bring her in.
Martin, I don't think that's such
Oh, nonsense, Stan. Any friend of yours is always welcome here.
Glenda, eh? Now, tell me, what's this Glenda like, eh?
Well, frankly, Simon, just between you and I...
She's a pig. A big, fat pig.
Oh, well, I think Nudge is free on Saturday night.
So that's how things stand, Martin. I'm pretty strapped for cash.
But Stanley, you can't sell Glenda.
Shh, keep your voice down. She might hear.
You mean you haven't told her yet?
Well, I just haven't found the right moment. She thinks she's down here for the Easter show and... Well, look, I've got no choice. I need the money to pay the bank.
Well, you've got to tell her straight away. She has a right to know.
Excuse me. Are we still talking about a pig?
Mr. Kelly, she's not just a pig.
Well, she's got 4 legs and a curly little tail.
She's like part of Stan's family. I mean, what would you say if someone sold me?
You're right, Betty. Words could never express how I'd feel.
Stan? Stan Hickey! What seems to be the problem, Martin?
Look at my trousers.
They're torn, Martin. You should get a new pair.
That overgrown ham sandwich of yours just ate him. And she's turned my backyard into the Battle of the Somme.
She's a playful little thing, isn't she?
Stanley, you've got 24 hours to hawk that pork, otherwise I'm going to be making bacon.
What am I going to do? I need $1,500 to meet the bank payments, and the best offer I've had so far is $1,400.
Oh, well, that's pretty close. Who offered you that?
Porky Pete's Spare Rib Restaurant. Look, if I don't get a buyer, someone's really going to get some pork on their fork.
Oh, come on, Nudge, I'm starving. Let's go and get a pizza.
No, you go out, Simon. I'm going to wait around here for Stan.
What?
In case he got a buyer for Glenda.
No, not that bit. The bit before.
What bit?
The bit where you said no to going out for a pizza. Never thought I'd see the day.
Oh, thanks a lot, Mr. Kelly. I don't have to go out for a pizza, you know.
Oh, yeah.
That's true. I happen to be waiting here because Stan's my friend. And I don't appreciate the way you always make cheap food jokes at my expense.
I'm sorry, Nudge.
Because like every time Simon says, let's go and get a pizza, I'm supposed to drop everything and go and get one with him. Well, I'm perfectly capable of ringing up and ordering a couple of takeaway Nudge specials. Just so I can be here if Stan needs me.
Nudge, how could I ever have doubted you?
Oh, well, that's all right, Mr. Kelly. So, what would you like, a peanut butter and pickled onion or a jelly bean and Vegemite?
Hi, everyone.
Oh, Stan, how did it go?
Oh, no luck, I'm afraid, Gerald.
You couldn't flog the hog, eh?
Why, man?
I tried everything.
Did you try singing a few verses of Hey Pig Spender?
Why, man?
No, but at one point, I got so frustrated I felt like punching someone's head in.
Oh, right, yeah.
Look, Stan, about this morning.
No, you were right, Martin. I came down here to sell Glenda, and sell her I must, even if it is to a small goods factory.
It'd be a swine of a thing to do.
Right, that's it.
No, Stan, calm down, Stan.
No, I'm sorry, Martin, but nothing riles me like a bad pig joke.
Yes, I know. It's a real bore, isn't it? I'll go and get some coffee. So, Jenny, you and Sally decided what movie you came to see?
Well, there's a Return of the Sex Ninjas.
What?
It's okay, Dad. It's not R-rated.
Oh, sorry, Jennifer, you're not going to see any movie with sex in the title.
But, Dad...
As a matter of fact, you're not going to see any movie with sex anywhere.
Well, there'll be an old maid before I get to see anything really good.
Look, when you're old enough, you'll be able to see whatever you want to. But until that time, you've got to make a compromise between what you want to see and what I believe is suitable.
Oh, great. I can hardly wait to see the Sex Ninjas meet Milo and Otis.
No, not now, girl.
But it's about Glenda.
Yeah, still no buyer. On the way home, whenever I thought of Glenda, all I could see was this terrible vision of pork crackling and applesauce.
Oh, yum.
Nudge!
Yeah, well, I better go and tell Glenda the bad news.
Yeah, but you don't have to.
What?
Yeah, but that's what we've been trying to tell you. We found a buyer. A breeder who says she's just the thing.
What? Ha! Ha! Woo! Well, cut off my legs and call me Shorty.
We thought you'd be pleased.
Pleased? Oh, come here, girl. Gerald. Now, listen. She is going to a good home, isn't she?
Oh, yes, Dan. Mr. Konopoulos is really nice. He's got this great big farm just outside of Sydney. Glenda will love it.
Yeah, it's even got hot and cold running swill.
What? Oh, Gerald, you are a card. Well, I better go and tell the little lady.
You can't do that.
Well, why not? Have you already told her?
She's already gone.
What?
He picked her up about an hour ago.
What, you mean...
Well, he had to get back to the farm.
And he said to give you this. $1,500.
Yeah, right.
Now you'll be able to pay back the bank.
Yeah, I will, won't I? Did Glenda say that she... What am I going on about? She's just a pig.
Oh, Stan. She would have said goodbye if she could have.
Yeah, of course.
So, how do you feel, Stan?
Oh, I'm great, Gerald. Yes, great.
Hey, Dad, can Sally and I go and see the new Richard Gere film?
I don't know, Jen. Is it PGR?
Not exactly.
Not a good start.
But there's no sex in the title.
Is there any sex in the movie?
Only a bit.
Which bit?
Oh, the bit that starts at the opening titles and ends with the closing credits.
Simon.
That's the hottest film in town, Dad. There's so much heavy breathing that they had to use a fog-proof camera to film it.
Thanks a lot, Simon.
Anytime.
Okay, well, we'll go and see Lady and the Tramp again. can you pick us up after?
Yes, of course. Oh, no, Jen, I can't. I'm sorry, I need the car. I've got to dinner with a client.
But, Dad?
I'm sorry, Jen, I can't do it. Ask Simon.
Simon, could you?
Yeah, sure, Jen, no problem.
Great. Thanks. We'll see you later. Bye, Dad.
Bye. Oh, thanks for that, Simon.
No, no problems, Dad. By the way, can I have the car tonight?
What?
No, we'll see.
Oh.
Hello, Kawhi.
Oh, morning, Betty. You're early. Hello, Nudge. Get your hands off the toast.
Oh!
Yeah, we came to see how Stan was. Stanley!
3 days now. It's like living with Lurch from the Addams Family.
Oh, well, it was a big shock. I mean, after all, he's at Glenda for nearly 10 years. There's a special bond between man and pig that only a true pig lover could ever understand.
Stan, are you all right?
Glenda! Oh, Martin, Elizabeth, Gerald, look, she's back. My little girl is back.
Oh, I don't believe it.
That's impossible. She can't have found a way back here.
Nothing's impossible for a sow like Glenda, Gerald. She's no ordinary pig. She's a homing pig. You realise what Glenda must have gone through to get back to me? There's no way I could ever sell her again.
Oh, but why should you?
Because that Mr. Konopoulos fella paid me $1,500, and now I'm going to have to refund his money. Oh, God, girl, you've got no idea how hard it was for me to say that. And I haven't got the money because I've already paid it into the bank.
Well, you could always take Glenda back to Walgett, and if he rang, we'd just say we hadn't seen her.
Elizabeth, I am shocked. That's tantamount to telling a whopper. Forget I ever heard you say that.
But you haven't got the money.
Well, there is one way I can get it, and, well, I don't really know how to say this, so I'll come straight to the point. I need the $1,500 we have in the Building Society account.
But that's our joint account. That's our honeymoon money.
Look, I know, and I want to go to Great Keppel Island just as much as you do.
But I thought we were going to Dunk.
Look, we can do that anywhere. Look, Elizabeth, I have no choice. It's that or I sell Glenda again to pay the bloke I've already sold her to, and somehow that just doesn't seem right.
Oh, but...
No, I'm sorry, girl. Now, I'll get the money first thing tomorrow morning, and one day I just hope you'll forgive me.
Oh, Nudge, what am I going to do? He's going to the Building Society tomorrow.
Oh, don't worry, Betty. I'll think of something.
Oh.
Oi, Betty, stop slacking off. Get back to work.
Very well, Mr. Kelly.
Betty, you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Nudge, go and make Betty a cup of tea. Look, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say you were slacking off.
That's all right, Mr. Kelly. I'm used to you being horrible to me. It's just...
All right, then, go on. What is it?
Well, I may as well tell you. When Stan came down to sell Glenda and he sold Glenda, he didn't really sell Glenda because the man he sold Glenda to wasn't a real man at all. And now he wants our honeymoon money to pay back the man who didn't buy Glenda. But he can't because that was the money that the man who didn't buy Glenda bought Glenda with. And now we'll never get to Dunk. And Stan will kill me when he finds out.
Finds what out? I can't understand you. How can Stan work out what you're talking about?
Well, you know that Mr. Konopoulos, the man who bought Glenda?
Yes?
Well, he isn't.
He isn't what?
Oh, he just isn't. Well, there never was a Mr. Konopoulos. Nudge and I made him up. We bought Glenda when we thought she was going to turn into spare ribs.
Oh, and you paid for it out of your honeymoon account.
Yeah. And now Stan wants to use the money to pay back the Mr. Konopoulos, who isn't a Mr. Konopoulos, but he can't because there isn't anything there.
What'd you do with Glenda?
We took her to my flat.
You took her to your flat? You took a 400-pound pig to your first floor, one bedroom, couldn't swing a cat flat?
Yeah, and it was really hard because I'm not allowed to have pets.
And you kept her there for 3 days?
Yeah, and she's not even house trained.
Yuck. Listen, how is Stan going to pay this, Mr. Konopoulos?
Well, he's going to ask you to hold the money for him in case he rang.
Look, I've got an idea. I don't like it, but I've got an idea. I'll give you a cash cheque for $1,500. You put it into your honeymoon account, right? Then Stan takes the money out and gives it to me to give to Mr. Konopoulos.
Oh, Mr. Kelly, would you? I'll pay you back.
You don't have to. I get the money back from Stan, right? I'll call him in a couple of weeks and tell him I've given the money to Mr. Konopoulos and he'll be none the wiser.
Oh, Mr. Kelly, you're wonderful. Oh, I just don't know how to thank you. How can I...
Just don't kiss me. Hi, Simon.
Oh, hi, Dad. How did the dinner go?
Oh, very successful. Even better because the client paid. So, Jenny have a good time at the movies?
I don't know. She's not home yet.
What? Simon, it's 11 o'clock. You were supposed to pick her up.
No, I wasn't. Jennifer rang early. Apparently Sally's mum's going to pick them up.
Oh, well, still, she should be home by now. Let's give Sally's mum a call.
Do you need to? I'm sure they'll be okay.
No, I just want to check. Oh, hello, Mrs. Johnson. It's Martin Kelly. What? No. There's no problem. No, I just wanted to check if you pick up the girls all right. Sally told you Simon was going to.
What?
But Jenny said that you were going to. Yes, I agree. I think we've been conned. Oh, could you just hang on for a minute, please?
Oh, bye, Sally. Bye, Mr. Johnson.
Simon. Oh, Jenny, there's someone on the phone for you.
Really? Who is it? Hello? Oh, hello, Mrs. Johnson. Gee, she got home quick.
Maybe she's on the car phone.
Hello? She should be about 5 minutes. Yeah, bye.
Jennifer, what's the meaning of all this?
Simon.
I have been sitting home all night worried sick about where you are.
No, you haven't.
And this is how you repay the trust I had in you? Well, I tell you, young lady, if you think I let this sort of behaviour go on in my house...
It's my house.
In his house, you've got another thing coming.
Dad?
Simon.
What?
I'm supposed to say all this stuff.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Dad. Go ahead. Yeah, I wouldn't have minded if you wanted to stay down a little longer. All you had to do was ring and ask. But no, you deliberately lied to me. Just so you and Sally could catch the bus home and prove what big girls you are. Well, you're not. You're only 14 and you're my sister, and if anything happened to you... Oh, damn it, Jennifer, you're grounded.
Dad?
What he said.
Gooey?
Stanley!
Ah, Stan, I trust you had a successful expedition to the Building Society?
Oh, well, only just, Martin.
Well, why? Well, what went wrong?
Oh, nothing. It was just that I'm more of a deposit man than a withdrawal man. I get a bit shaky when I have to take money out.
Oh, why's that?
Usually means I have to spend it. But still, it's the only way I get to keep Glenda. Oh, thanks again, Elizabeth. I won't forget this.
Oh, any time, Stanley.
So, Stan, have you got the money there for me to give to Mr. Konopoulos?
Here you go. $1,500.
Thanks, Stan. Stan, you can let it go now.
I'm sorry, Martin. I seem to have a bit of a cramp in my money-handing overhand. Huh?
Hello, Martin Kelly, architectural services. Yes, I'll put him on. It's for Stanley.
Not for me.
Let's go and get a cuppa, Betty.
Hello, Hickey here. It's your money, so make it funny. Oh, Martin, have you got that money there?
Yeah, Stan, sure. Got it right here.
Oh, thanks very much.
Stan, but
You'll never guess who that was on the phone. Mr. Konopoulos.
who? I thought you said
What?
nothing.
Yet? You see, when I explained about Glenda, he said to forget the debt in exchange for Glenda's next litter. Isn't that fantastic? I get to keep Glenda debt-free.
Oh, and we've still got our honeymoon money!
Now, just a minute.
Come here, girl.
Oh, Stan, I'm so happy.
Oh, me too, girl.
What about me?
Oh, thanks for everything, Martin, but we don't need your help anymore.
But
Come on, girl. Let's go and tell Glenda the good news.
But there is no Mr. Konopoulos.
Hello, Mr. Kelly. Don't you worry, she's all okay. Because Mr. Konopoulos, he'll fix everything.
Oh, Stanley, please don't be angry.
Well...
Oh, come on, Stan. Betty and Nudge made up, Mr. Konopoulos, because they didn't want you to lose Glenda.
Oh, we know it wasn't right. They're only trying to help.
Yeah, I suppose so.
So, are we forgiven?
No, of course you are, girl. Oh, Martin, girls like this don't come along every day.
Thank goodness.
Oh, now, you're quite sure about this money. I mean, I don't like to accept charity.
Oh, it's not charity, Stan.
Oh, yeah, but a man's got his pride.
Oh, well, if you really don't want it.
Ah, I didn't say that.
Look, Stan, just think of it as a long-term loan. You keep it in your honeymoon account, and you can pay me back when Glenda has the next litter.
Oh, don't you worry about that, Martin. I'll have those little piglets down here quicker than you can say Jack Konopoulos.
No, just sell them and send me the money, OK? I don't think my backyard's quite ready for a whole horde of mini Glendas.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry about that, Martin.
Oh, that's all right. After all, if the truth be known, I've got rather a soft spot for pigs.
Is that right, Martin?
Oh, yeah, you bet. After all, I've got one of my own.